Hello, everybody. Good morning. Wow, what a nice day here in the Philippines. Okay, is anybody online yet? Let's see. Not yet, so I'll bounce. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself. I think your bell notification will go out there and a few people start signing on. It's important that all the people who subscribe hit that bell notification. It's in their phone dings. For anybody out there who's enjoying what Jen and I do, which is we're trying to inspire people to exercise and eat healthy. If you're interested in following us, we're doing our exercises every morning, and then we do our mukbang later on in the afternoon. So we're OMAD eaters, pretty much one meal a day. So we'll film our delicious meal every day, which we've been doing now for, I think, about the last 4 months. We've been filming it for the last 4 months. You can find mukbangs with Jen and me earlier. We've got over 700 videos up now, so you'll have to fish through the archives. But our goal is to get people to eat healthy and to exercise, to cross that threshold of pain where they say, "Oh, I've tried diets and they don't work, and I've tried to exercise and I have arthritis, or I don't have the time," or whatever. We're here to help you cross that threshold and get you into exercising and eating healthy. We're showing you how we did it, and I'm going to put up specific videos to teach you how to get to get your mindset going. It requires more than a motivational mindset. You're going to have to develop it. You will have to develop a habit. You don't have a choice. The nice thing is once you develop the habit, the activity itself becomes rewarding. It's called autotolicity. It's when you exercise for the sake of the exercise. Then you're enjoying life because you enjoy the process of exercising. It's like when I've been reading ever since I was 4 years old, because my mother was a school teacher. She taught me how to read, my brother how to read, my sisters how to read at a very early age, and she really pushed that on us. And I was lucky that way. And so I've been reading my whole life. I love reading. I also love watching TV. So, when everybody was saying, "Oh, TV, you watch too many hours of TV," I found that I learned more from TV than I did in school. And so when I was young, fortunately, I used to exercise a lot because my father was a real promoter of physical fitness. Unfortunately, our diet didn't work out too well because the foods we ate were bread and cereal and potatoes and a high starchy, high sugary diet. We were always looking forward to desserts. Of course, my father was a real big meat eater, so we got lucky that way. And I got lucky because my parents, in trying to make their fortune, would not buy a lot of food. And so our refrigerator was always empty. So even though we were considered middle class, because my father had his own business and my mother was a school teacher, they had what you would call, we were a middle income family. And so, of course, that's really gone by the wayside now. There's no real middle income families. Pretty much you've got a big discrepancy between the rich and the poor in the United States, and that was created by these big corporations. And corporations ended up taking over the governments, and now everybody's fighting about the governments. Oh, you know, you're Democrats or you're Republicans, and this is what the corporations want. They don't care who's a Democrat, who's a Republican. They don't care who wins and who loses. They just want your money. They want you to go to work for them and support their bullshit. And they don't care if they ruin the corporations. Don't have emotions. They don't give a shit about people. Consequently, because they own our governments and a lot of the religions, because religions are just a corporation. They're getting your mindsets all messed up, and you're living horrible, miserable lives. And so, what Jen and I help people do is we help get your diet and exercise program right, and that helps to regulate your mind. If you don't get a good diet and exercise program going, your minds are always going to be dysregulated. Whether you like it or not, that's just the way it is. It doesn't care how much knowledge you have. I work on the psychological aspect, and I use meditation to help people to regulate their minds. I use what I call a bottom-up meditation, where you calm your body and allow your mind to follow. And it's more effective, and it does just exactly what I want it to do, which is to calm the dysregulated mind. This is the problem with Buddhism many years ago was they they mistranslated the word dukkha into suffering, and dukkha, yeah, I guess it's suffering, but it's just what dukkha means. It means bad hole. So you've got that hole in the wheel that's off centered, and that was the potter's wheel. When the hole is off centered, the wheel doesn't work correctly, it doesn't function correctly. And then I believe the Buddha he transposed this, used a metaphor of the dukkha for the mind. So it was like the chakras in India. I think Hinduism was what came up with the chakras or yoga. They said, oh, you've got these 7 chakras, and your chakras are out of alignment. What that means is these wheels are out of alignment because the holes are wobbling. You know, they're off center. And so when your mind is off centered, it's going to create vibrations that are not good. They're unpleasant vibrations. And these unpleasant vibrations are felt by your limbic system, and they affect your entire brain. Uh, so you've got vibrations of survival mode, uh, you've got vibrations of low self-esteem, you've got vibrations of trauma. Everybody has trauma, everybody has, most people have social anxiety disorder. The ones that don't have social anxiety disorder are the people who lack empathy and understanding, and they've got a mindset of their own, which is usually manipulative. So you're going to find a lot of uh, people out there with antisocial personality disorders. Majority of the world falls into that sad category of being dependent on other people or codependent. They have uh, they have dependency issues. They have avoidant behavior issues because of their social anxiety, and they become perfectionists instead of becoming a high achiever. I'm a high achiever, and I have achieved a lot. And you can watch our YouTube channel over the next few months and years, and you will see the progress that we're making. And hopefully, we're going to have a huge impact on the world by helping people develop their own uh, minds, become really develop calm minds so that you can shift into rational thinking. Most people don't have rational thinking, they have egoic thinking. And this is exactly what the corporations in the world want you to have. They want you to think, they don't want you to be able to focus and think correctly, because then you'll figure out who they are. And when the masks come off, they don't like that very much, because then you stop buying their products and you stop working for them. And that's not a good thing for corporations. They don't like guys like me because I don't buy their bullshit. When Jen and I are into biochar
Say hello
composting,
to your Paul.
Uh, Jen and I do the biochar composting, and so we don't use their fertilizers, their pesticides, their herbicides, their fungicides. We don't use all those chemical products when we grow our crops in our garden. And I'm going to scale it up and make a lot of biochar compost. It's like terra preta soil. And my goal is to bring the environmental temperature down and to bring the soils back on the earth. As a matter of fact, I plan on creating a Garden of Eden with our organization by getting everybody in the world to realize that, hey, I can make my own terra preta soil. This isn't that hard. And I'm going to scale it up and sell it on a mass scale when I get somebody who is willing to invest in me. So what I need is I need to be able to buy the materials on a large scale. What I'm talking about is I need to buy dead plant material so that I can make charcoal out of it, or buy, it's not charcoal, it's biochar. Biochar burned at a higher temperature. If you burn wood at a low temperature, you get charcoal. If you burn it at a high temperature, you get biochar. Biochar is an inert, non-reactive uh, amendment to the soil that gives the soil structure to keep it from being washed away or blown away by the wind, but it also allows air, oxygen, deep into the soil for better bacterial growth and better microbial growth so that you get healthier plants. And it's the trillions upon trillions upon trillions of microorganisms that fertilize your plants because they eat, they excrete, they live, they die, and they produce the ingredients that the plants need to help them grow healthy. It's like a fertilizer. So, Jen knows how to turn that off, and I don't, so I'm going to bounce and explain. Four, three, 1, 2, 3, let's go. So what I found is when your mind is in the beta wave state, oh my goodness. When your mind is dysregulated by a constant bombardment from social anxiety, from survival mode mentality, from lack of structure and support in your life, a bad environment, trauma. When you've got all of these things going on all the time, your brain becomes dysregulated. You become emotionally dysregulated, and it's almost impossible to think rationally. So what I found is your bottom-up meditation and doing these activities like developing a healthy diet, staying away from all the junk food and the fast food and the processed foods, the hyper palatable foods, when you can enjoy an intermittent fasting life of eating a couple meals a day and you have to eat enough calories. This is not a low calorie diet. You're going to actually be eating more food but losing weight because you don't get fat when you eat fat. You don't get too fat when you eat protein. You got to eat the right amount of protein and you got to eat a lot of fat. And you don't need sugar and you don't need starch. That's bullshit. You don't even need fiber in your diet, but I do recommend fiber for your gut bacteria because it just keeps your gut healthy. So I eat a lot of sugar-free kimchi. We make it ourselves. I eat a lot of cabbage, repolyo. I eat a lot of low oxalate vegetables, carrots, onions, eggplants. and the foods that are a little bit higher in oxalates, we boil and soften them up and make them, turn them into more of a water soluble fiber that gives your stools a nice consistency. So yeah, follow us on our mukbang and you can see what we do. We're eating like Jenn eats like a queen, I eat like a king, and we do this every day. And I've done it for 18 years, and Jenn has now done it for almost 8 years. We've been together. Jenn is a real powerhouse. She's a natural at yoga, and I think you guys are going to enjoy her dance workouts, and we do those every day. And we're going to be doing those here in our hometown of Indong, in our barangay, Balagbag, and around in the area of Cavite, uh, and really starting to make an impact on getting people out there off their ass and on their feet so they can develop those good neural connections and calm their mind. So please watch us. Now you got to hit that like button as well as the subscribe. If you hit the like button, that really helps push us out into other people's feeds so that we can start spreading this message of, hey, you can be healthy too. We're helping people to cross that threshold of, hey, I can't do this, into, yes, I can do it, and it's a lot of fun. So you can eat healthy, and it's a lot of fun. It's actually better than any drug you've ever taken. You don't need cigarettes to calm yourself down. You use bottom-up meditation, and you do your tasks, your exercises, your reading, your writing. You learn something every day. You change your life. It's a lifestyle change, and it's a happy life. It's not a it, with you can have pleasure and happiness at the same time. Happiness creates pleasure. Pleasure does not create happiness. If you smoke a cigarette, you're not going to be happy. If you drink alcohol, you're not going to be happy. If you overeat these processed fast foods, you're not going to be happy. That's not the way to happiness. That's the way to deplete your dopamine. If you're a pleasure seeker, you're depleting your dopamine and you're going to be miserable all the time. And if you can't get your mind to calm down, if your mind's going 100 miles an hour and you can't shut those voices off, you're going to have trouble sleeping. You're going to literally be living in hell. And so this is what Jenn and I help you do. We're helping you to calm those minds so you can think rationally. And if you think rationally, you can be a model for us and help us show that everybody can do it. If we can do it, you can do it. So this is what we want to see you guys doing. So I'm going to get back to exercising. I'm going to let Jenn take over. You got it, baby?
Okay, go back to your routine. So good morning, guys. I got a little headache, but because I'm pushing too hard, my cold to come out. I said, get out, get out, get out. I tried to drink one. So yes, guys, hello. Good morning. I still have sounds like that because I still have many here in my sinus. And just this morning, I almost finished a roll of tissue by throwing.
Notice a few people getting on them. How they hit that bell notification?
Yeah, I almost finished the roll of tissue for doing this thing. It's like, okay. And I really need to take it out. But, sometimes my brain is already drained by taking out this thing. So it's like, okay, let's just wait. So, guys, are you ready to exercise? Because I'm ready to do my morning routine. So, do you want to dance with me? To do some dance workout with me? I was thinking with this thing, stand in here and make my balance. So now I know where's my spot. Okay, so guys, okay, I think everybody is already gone, but it's okay. Hello to Amanda Parton, hello. And Ernesto of Gamer, hello. Samantha Godly, oh God, oh God, oh God. Okay, so guys, to all of you, I know that sometimes Mr. Day talk too much, but you know what he's saying is true, and what he's saying is really very informative, and hopefully you all guys will appreciate that, because you know everything starts within you. If you even cannot understand what he's talking, how can you understand yourself? Did you listen to your body? Did you listen to yourself? Sometimes you need to listen to your body. Your body sometimes telling you something. And if you listen, you will understand. And how you will listen? Just be aware. Just focus. Meditation will help you. And we start that in the bottom up meditation. Do something. Your body will tell you and listen. Okay, guys? So it's been a while that this video done. So I need to do my morning routine. But before I do my morning routine, I need to say bye-bye, and I will cut this video because it's been started. Nobody's watching. So it's like okay, guys. See you. I will, yeah, I will make a new video in my workout morning routine. So guys, see you and have a good day. Bye for now. I'll come back very soon. I just need to redo the live because of it's been a while it's playing, and we'll see. Maybe we got some hours here, and that is really great and really appreciated. I for now love you all.